Ben Tennyson has had 14 unique aliens that has been used in Alien Force. And even though we all have our favorites, we need to find out the objective best hero of the show. And in order to do that, we'll be using cold hard stats, measuring these aliens' transformations by their success rate in actual battles and rescues. So let's break down the top 8 aliens from Ben 10 Alien Force based on their performances. And trust me, these rankings might just surprise you. Coming in at number 8 is Goop. He has a 46% success rate, having 6 wins out of 13 appearances. He definitely isn't always Ben's first choice for aliens to transform into, but Goop has had some serious clutch moments, like when he sent his fraudulent copy on the run, or when he took down elite plumbers by himself. Goop is definitely the alien you want to use when you need someone flexible, but with the fact that Ben can't use him in every single situation, like taking on bigger alien threats or saving collapsing bridges, it's probably what attributes to his lower success rate. At number 7 is the ghostly Frostmoth, Big Chill. He has a 47% win rate, having 8 wins out of 17 appearances. The Icy Phantom is a master of stealth, and he has great abilities in taking on large numbers, like when he froze a small army of DN aliens in their own base, rendering them completely immobile, and also when he had taken down giant sandworms like they were no issue. The place where Big Chill struggles though is when he has to face enemies that outmatch him in power or has a resistance to ice. A simple example of this would be when he got outrun by the RV, who does pack a resistance to ice. Coming in at 6th place is the gigantic brown Barney, Humongosaur. He has a 48% win rate, having 12 wins out of 25 appearances. He is a legendary brawler, having taken on Vilgax toe-to-toe and even throwing gigantic live bombs into orbit. He has also taken down entire armies of DN aliens with minimal difficulty. However, his lower ranking comes from him being overpowered and outmaneuvered by faster enemies, or just enemies who can match the Dino Boy in strength. At number 5, we have the Master of Magnetism, Lodestar. He has a 50% success rate, having 3 wins out of 6 appearances. His best moments comes from when he is able to show off how controlling metal is genuinely overpowered. Take for example when he is able to rip open a level 20 5th dimensional cube that had the ability to solo the Alien Force trio, or when he defeated an entire army of red troops on home soil by himself. I think this alien would definitely rank higher only if he got more uses. Moving on to the bio-regenerating, fire-wielding Swampfire. He has a 57% win rate, having 12 wins out of his 21 appearances. He is one of Ben's most reliable transformations of all time, as he has gone toe-to-toe with hybrids and also has the ability to outlast his enemies with his insane healing factor. Now we gotta keep in mind that this healing factor is absolutely crazy, giving him the ability to survive a complete detonation of the sewers from a methane explosion that it was kind of his fault. He survived that and regained full autonomy of his body. This isn't just like Piccolo losing an arm, he has full regenerative capabilities, along with the fact that in combat this guy has made Kevin 11, one of his main teammates, look like he was an absolute fodder in his first ever fight with an alien transformation in 5 years. Swampfire is an OG. Swampfire has been an MVP more times than we can count. He is a super reliable alien that has some of the highest ceilings when it comes to potential in combat, and he has a positive win rate to match his abilities. At number 3 is the rage-fueled powerhouse, Wrath. He has a 60% win rate, having 3 wins out of his 5 appearances. Wrath has been the main ambassador to the WWE. He's gone as far as to suplex a Tetraman hybrid right into submission and jumped into the mouth of a Pantophage with literally no fear. Wrath himself is one of the most well-rounded aliens, possessing good durability and strength along with decent enough flexibility in the midst of combat and in order to perfect his ability in securing saves. He also uses something that we don't get to see very often in Ben Tennyson, which is to channel the power of his own raw emotions into strength itself, using it as something to amp himself up in order to get the job done. Wrath does not play when it comes on to being the main man, but I definitely think he would place higher on this list if he got more opportunities on the battlefield. At number 2 is the Sonic sensation Ecco Ecco. He has a 64% win rate, having 9 wins out of his 14 appearances. The small but mighty alien has had some really creative victories. Who can forget when he created an entire army of duplicates to outmaneuver Argit, the genius conman who had already subdued Gwen and Kevin, or when he shattered the Forever Knight's giant dragon on his first ever fight. Ecco Ecco is a real tactician with the use of his power, like he even pops off over the phone. That further shows how Ecco Ecco is really just a staple from the recalibrated Omnitrix because of the 2 main abilities that he actually uses. He definitely pushes the power of cloning to its maximum, using it in the most creative possible ways in battle, as a means of using his alternate duplicates as fodder and as a means of making up numbers to overwhelm his enemies. But if that wasn't enough, the destructive power of sound itself adds to his cloning abilities, which makes Ecco Ecco seem to be the definitive cloning alien in the Omnitrix overall. The power of his sound is not only able to reflect projectiles, but it is also able to shatter hardwired alien circuitry and metal. It goes pretty hard, and just for the sake of it, sound powers is a great weakness to most Superman duplicates and Clark Kent himself. You can't make this stuff up, man. This alien is just too awesome. Finally, is our number 1 spot, the best performing alien in Alien Force with an astounding 75% success rate, is Brainstorm. He has had 6 wins out of his 8 appearances, and he shows that brains really do beat brawn. Brainstorm has been collecting W's since his first appearance, as he has been able to take down a rogue mechamorph that was surrounded by tech, and he has also gone toe-to-toe with a souped-up Dr. Animo known as the Void in his own element. Brainstorm thrives when it comes on to strategic combat, especially with the fact that his cranium is so large. He is able to think about tactical battle situations much quicker than most enemies. He uses that in tandem with his electric powers that give him more variety than we may think it does, giving him the ability to not only shoot out electric blasts, but to also fly and put up electronic force fields. Yeah, Static Shock, eat your heart out. Brainstorm is a really good alien. Brainstorm, sad to say, is the perfect blend between brains and brawn, and shows how strategic thinking combined with next level electrokinesis is the formula for success. But there you have it, the definitive ranking based on actual victories and life-saving feats. But so that you guys don't crucify me like you did in the last video, here are a few honorable mentions. Diamond Head with a 16% win rate, Spider Monkey with a 14% win rate, Jet Ray with a 25% win rate, and Chroma Stone with a 41% win rate. And Alien X doesn't actually qualify because he wasn't used in Alien Force more than just once. These stats don't lie. Power is cool, but winning is actually what counts. So let me know what you think in the comments if you agree with my rankings. And to know who was the best alien of the classic series, click this video here.